Hey, this is Josh with the Synchronized Universe coming at you before my work. That's kind of when I do this stuff. Thursdays is going to be my day. I've released these or try to release these every week as my commitment to myself and to everybody who listens. I truly appreciate anybody who listened to the last one and all the kind words from it. And I'm going to use that momentum and keep it going. The fact is, my last one was called The Answer Has Always Been You, and that's 100% the truth. And I'm going to do a little bit of a retelling on how I came to all that. So, when I first got into this kind of subject, if you will, I was basically a drug addict. And the fact is, like, I was at the lowest point in my entire life. And it took getting to that point for me to realize my self worth. And it sucks, man. Most people who know me would never expect that. I was addicted to heroin and meth, and it's sad, man. Like, it's sad when I look back, but I also recognize what the hell I've been through and what has it made me become today. And the fact is, if I can make it out of that hell, anybody can. So, like, I see people on a day to day that are like, oh, these people never get out of there. And it's just not true. I know that's not true because I did it. And one of the books that changed my life after I, started using reading as an addiction, if you will, to replace other bad addictions, because I'm going to come to that in a minute to explain why. But one of the books that caught my eye, I don't even remember how or where, but it was called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And I must have read this book 30 times probably by now. And it, the moment I realized it, or the moment I started reading it, it woke up something in me. It made me realize the truth about the world. It made me realize the truth about why prayer works no matter what religion you follow, no matter what you believe in, because it's not about God as a whole. It's about your connection to the one, to the infinite through your subconscious mind. And that's the truth. So it doesn't matter, it's not the thing that. So one of the quotes from the book is, it's not the thing that is believed in that brings an answer to your prayer, it is the belief itself. So what does that mean? So all day long, you're, having these thoughts and, basically planting seeds in your mind. You know, Anytime you entertain a negative thought about yourself, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. What that does is it gets planted into your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind brings it into your reality. This is the reason why you have negative patterns of behavior, negative patterns in your life, meeting the exact same people. It's because of your own belief in what you deserve. And that is a fact. That is the hardest pill to swallow for most people, is that they are the cause of their own problems. It is not the devil, as most religions would try to get you to believe. And the reason why they want you to believe that is because it's a manipulation. They want you to come to them for all the answers and say that this is the only way, and that's not the truth. It 100% isn't the truth. Like, let's just leave that right there, okay? I'm not going to go into further bashing religions, but you need to come to this realization that it doesn't matter what you believe in. What matters is how you treat yourself and treat those around you. So all day long, anytime you have a negative thought, replace it immediately with a positive thought about yourself and feel that emotion of positivity. I am great. I am passionate. I am powerful. Anything. Like, anytime you have a negative thought about anything in your life, replace it with something positive immediately, and your life will change. This happened to me 100%. I used to experience negative patterns in threes, I used to call it. Like, I would have, like, a car accident, then I'd get two tickets. And I was like, oh man, I got bad luck. There is no such thing as luck. Get that out of your head, that there's such thing as a luck. If you have a lucky charm that you believe brings you luck, that is the simple fact that your belief in that lucky charm that you carry with you is going to bring you luck. That ultimately, we create our own luck. We create our own reality. That is the truth. And the fact is, the people running the world absolutely understand these principles of mind, and that's why they flood you with nonsense like sex, drugs, rock and roll, if you will, to be cliche. through music, through television, through all of that, to keep you focused on these lower levels of vibration and lower level thinking, so you just keep getting the same patterns and patterns. Like, if you ever stop to wonder why you get the same exact patterns, like, more and more people are realizing this, but it is the subconscious mind that is the culprit behind all of this. And the fact is, if you don't control your subconscious mind is going to control you. And the powers that be are going to control that mind and make you a zombie. The term waking up, so people use that term woke, waking up. The woke term has been definitely used as a weapon now to, it's so stupid. Because the reason why they do that is so that way they're further dividing us. The fact is, waking up is realizing that you have all the power. That's what it is. This entire system is a manipulation against the minds of the masses because we are the ones that make the system go round. I've said this before, but it goes so much deeper. It is literally thought control. They realized a long time ago, like, they've known about this. The book I've been reading comes from like the 1930s, 1940s. Like, that's when this stuff was, written. It's This is stuff that's been known for a long, long time. They know that we create our own reality. We influence reality. And people look at that like it's a crazy thought, but it's 100% true. Prayer, there's a reason why in the Bible it says you should believe that you already have the item that you're praying for. And most people, again, they look at that wrong. Like, they're asking God for something. The fact is, you should not be asking for anything. You should be accepting that item as yours already. And people do this with like the lottery, but the fact is, man, stop trying to play the lottery, because the lottery is a manipulation. Everybody can't possibly win the lottery. You're much better focused on something tangible, like, hey, I'm going to get $100,000 business idea or $1 million business idea that's going to pop in my head. Say that day after day after day, rather than trying to say, hey, I'm going to win the lottery. You know what I mean? Um, but there's just so many things to talk about, so little time here. Um, ugh. Again, I hope everybody here is having a wonderful day. But I lost my train of thought there. So back to the subconscious mind. So again, the Dr. Joseph Murphy book. I read this thing and it changed my life. I read literally every single book that this dude has written. I even just bought another one, another affirmations book, because I plan to take it a whole lot more seriously. I used to take it way more seriously than I do. Then I got wrapped up in the working world and the stress that comes from it, and I kind of forgot about a lot of this stuff. And it sometimes takes a while for things to set back in, right? Today, I'm reading this book and it starts to light a fire in me. I, see this guy pulling up behind me on the freeway. I decide to pull over, into the right lane like I should be, let him pass. And what is on his license plate? A 333. And again, people look at me when I've said this like I'm crazy. The whole reason I put the threes in this podcast is because of synchronicity. That is why I call this synchronized universe, because of the number patterns that I've seen in my day to day. So you could say that it's just a random occurrence all you want. I know that that's not true. I know that that's like a wink from the universe or God, whoever you want to call it, telling me that I'm on the right path, I'm doing the correct thing. And you can use that kind of thing as empowerment. You can use it as however you'd like. But for me, that's what it is. I've seen these numbers in places to where it cannot be a chance. It's millions to one. You don't have to be. Like, it's one thing to see it because you're looking for it. It's another thing to, pull over and a car passes you at high speeds and it's, hey, I look at the license plate 333. What are the odds of that? Like, you know what I mean? It would happen to me several times a day. And yes, it is 100%. We do influence our reality by, thinking about these things. And to me, that's a reminder from my higher self, from the universe, or God, whatever you want to call it, that I'm on the right path and that this is real. And the fact is, we can create whatever we want for ourselves, whether it be negative or positive. That's the thing. Your mind does not discriminate. It will create negative just as much as it will create positive stuff. So I did want to get on here and talk about this briefly before I walked in the cold to work. Again, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. This is Josh with the Synchronized Universe signing out. Oh, wait. On Saturday, I got my podcast with my buddy Ricky. We're going to be talking about the Law of One series, which has been near and dear to my heart for quite a while. So, anybody wants to tune in on Saturday, it's the Chronicles of a Mysterious Universe page on YouTube. All right. Much love, my friends.